Yo, Charlemagne, what the f is a quarter spoon? Yo, this Charlemagne said he sold a quarter spoon.
What?
Quarter spoon.
Quarter spoon? What is that?
Quarter spoon.
Quarter spoon? What is that? What? You already said quarter spoon.
I sold quarter spoon.
3, 2, 1.
Yesterday, Mr. Dame Dash went up to the Breakfast Club, and I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. I thought him and Charlemagne was gonna have a fair one for a second. Like,
what?
We gonna see DJ Envy jump across the table? Cause it was getting heated for a second.
Stupid.
I don't believe you.
Cause you're dumb. How would you know? You're in this coffin every day, Count Dumbula.
I want to wear your suit in my car.
Dame Dash went to the Breakfast Club 10 years ago, and he was pretty much telling Envy and Charlemagne that they not bosses.
Oh, you got a boss.
No, we have to come up with our own stuff.
You get told what to do.
No, we don't.
No, we definitely don't.
No, we don't.
Your boss tells you what to do.
You don't.
If I'm a boss, I tell who. Call him out.
They say you used to work
Call him
here.
out. Call him out.
Nobody likes to work with you.
Call him out. Who said it?
When Dame Dash went up there yesterday, Charlemagne was calling him broke the whole entire time.
So I think you're gay. I'm sorry.
And I think you're broke.
Okay. I think
he's kind of gay too.
I think
but
that.
I do have a question.
I think that. And no disrespect to gay, I just think
you're broke.
Like I saw,
and that bothers you so much to get called broke by people.
I got you.
I do have a question.
I'm sure it does.
Right.
Raise your hand if you think Dame's broke in the room. Seriously. See, it's just me and him.
But this is the question though.
Can I make my other announcement?
Yeah.
We're different. Like, I'm not the kind of guy that would, like, I'd rather get my ass whipped than run. But you're proud that you ran.
Yeah.
I'd rather get my ass whipped. Let me ask you a question, Dan. You ever ran from a fight? What would happen if y'all heard that I ran from a fight? That's a masculine way of doing things. Now, you don't see it that way. You like to play games. Like, I'm not quite, because when you say kids, I was like.
But Charlemagne opened the interview and immediately asked Dame Dash about the paid in full rights, right?
The paid in full.
What about it?
Did you own paid in full? Like, how did 50 Cent acquire ownership of paid in full?
Let me ask you a question. Please let me complete my sentence. And
yes.
Please don't tell me how we do things. That's going to be a trigger. Do you remember when 50 Cent was supposed to be putting out a documentary about Puff on Netflix?
Yes.
Where is it?
I think it's still happening.
Yeah, right. He's capping. You know, I talk a different language than most people. I'm a boss. So, number one, there is no rights to be bought. So I knew he was trolling. And you got to remember, Cam tried to have my son come on. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think...
When we checked the copyrights, we didn't see Curtis Jackson's name pop up for the paid in full, and we didn't see Dame Dash's name pop out. But when Dame went up there the first time, he was promoting his movie called Lois Siders, right? I think that was the name of it, Lois Siders or something like that. He was on his entrepreneurial vibe. He was talking about doing things with your own money, not having a job, changing your career. Envy and Charlemagne, they pretty much like, well, what you gotta say now? Dame embodying that villain role, and he's sticking to his stance. You gotta be a boss. You gotta put your own money up. There's one point in the interview where Dame Dash is talking about a book deal, and Charlemagne and Envy is like, well, what about your book deal? You did your book deal with these guys, and you didn't put up your own money for that.
Book deal with Simon Schuster.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I've already, the title of the book, I secured the rights for TV and all that. You know what the name of the book is?
What's the name of it?
Power. And I'm going to be putting a TV show on my own television network, Revolt. That's Power with no debt. And you're calling me broke because I have no debt. And you're telling me someone that gets $180 million loan is rich. You guys are dumb.
A billionaire is a
dumb.
billionaire. It doesn't matter.
No, how do you know he's a billionaire? How? Not him, anybody. How could you listen?
You said
wait, time out, stop for a second.
It could sound a bit contradictory where all of these things and Lauren LaRosa asking Dame, hey, what's up with this? What's up with that? Dame Dash is sticking to, he does business under his family office. This interview right here, Dame know he hot right now on the internet. He hot in the streets, everybody talking about him. Dame also makes this bold, outrageous claim saying that he's going to be the head of Revolt TV.
I got you. About to make some major announcements. You want to hear one?
Sure.
I'm now the chairman of Revolt right now, and I also I have 15.
You don't deserve to be the chairman of Revolt.
I got you. So I'm now the chairman of Revolt with a pathway.
Again,
you see, because he wants to trigger me, and I want you to acknowledge that. So I'm now Cam's boss, the chairman of Revolt with a pathway to acquisition. I've been trying to buy Revolt.
How do we know this not Cap? We didn't see this on deadline.
Can you stop yelling? Can you stop interrupting me, please?
What I think Dame really means is that he worked on some projects and he's gonna put it on Revolt, and through the performance of it, eventually he'll hope that his work can grant him a position there. Why wouldn't Dame just put that energy to his own brand as usual? The real thing is, did Dame make a fool of himself? Big shout out to OG Daniel. Dame brought him with him again. And there was times in the background where it looked like OG Daniel had a little bit of secondhand embarrassment for Dame, because the frequency that OG Daniel went up there on, it was not the frequency that Dame Dash was on.
You know what I mean? I'll be listening to.
Thank you, OG.
All
right, it's time to get it back. Dame, you got any last words?
No, OG ended it, man.
I wanted to say thank you. I appreciate it. It was therapeutic. I mean, again, a lot of people won't have that conversation with me.
Yeah.
You know, very few. I've actually, through this situation with Cam, have learned to have a lot of respect for Memphis Bleek because of his loyalty.
They was on two completely different vibes. OG Daniel was chilling, he was cooling. Dame Dash was up there turning up, and OG Daniel wasn't on that vibe. Even with the story that he told, salute and love to his wife, rest in power to his partner, it was very touching and it was very mature. And the frequency that Dame came in, it's kind of like, yo, Dame, like, bro, chill out, like, for once. But look, you can't tell Dame, and definitely, I don't want to make it seem like I know Dame at all. Dame is a legend, one of the greatest minds in hip-hop, one of the greatest minds in business, and a futurist and an innovator. We will never, ever take that away from him. But at the same time, it's like, yo, Dame, teeth falling out on camera. Even yo, Charlemagne, I ain't gonna lie, Charlemagne was going at him kind of crazy. When he said that shit about his teeth, yo, Charlemagne, what the fuck is a quarter spoon? Yo, this Charlemagne said he sold a quarter spoon. Hey, yo, what you got on you? You got some sour? You got some kush? Let me get a dime of that kush. They said, nah, I'm gonna give you a quarter spoon. What the fuck is a quarter spoon, Charlemagne? Listen, that was the highlight of the interview. Hey, yo, let me ask, Urban Dictionary, what the fuck is a quarter spoon? What about a quarter spork? What's that, Charlemagne? Now, yeah, ultimately, there was one part in this interview where Dame Dash pressed Envy about his an alleged RICO. There have been a lot of things on the internet that been talking about Envy being investigated, and I don't think that's happening.
I'm saying what I'm seeing in the algorithm is that you're being investigated for RICO, and that there were people around you that are getting charged. Why? Let me ask you a question. Of course, I don't expect you. Bottom line is, I already know you're going to fold if they come for you. You tell them. We already know that.
The SEC,
But anyway,
FBI,
man, do not show that. Are you crazy?
Yo,
Don't let Dame make
He walking with the letter.
Don't let Dame make you say,
But
come on,
this is the thing.
MD.
No, hold on. You have to prove facts because
No,
he
you
can't.
don't.
He can't prove facts.
I can't?
No.
Everything
you
I say,
cannot.
I be having on tape.
It's not factual.
What's not factual that I said?
Nothing that you said is factual.
So I'm not the chairman of Revolt?
I don't know. I haven't seen the Dateline yet.
He also hit this sub branch where he was saying, hey, Charlemagne, are you getting paid by Rock Nation? And we know that Charlemagne always referred to himself as a Knowles, Winfrey, Carter, Smith, Oprah, whatever, right? Charlemagne always had that thing that he would say. He always said he can't wait to sell out. Y'all forgot. Y'all remember Charlemagne was like, he can't wait to sell out because that means that somebody wants to buy in. When Dame went there and mentioned that thing about, yo, are you getting paid? Because I never ever heard you criticize Jay-Z. Jay definitely invests in his public perception all the way. So somebody like Charlemagne always speaking about Jay-Z in a positive light. Charlemagne criticized Drake. Charlemagne criticized Kanye. He called them a walking contradiction. And that's pretty much the same angle that he had with Dame Dash. He was pretty much, Dame, you kind of seem like a walking contradiction. And even Envy, he was like, hey, yo, raise your hand if you think Dame is broke.
Raise your hand if you think Dame is broken. Seriously. See, this is just me and him.
But this is the question though.
Envy and Charlemagne, they raised their hands. What Dame was saying, he's gonna word it behind business rhetoric. Even what he said about Power with 50. 50 being one of the executive producers of Power, you can say what you want. Power would not be Power without 50. With what 50 is working on right now, let's keep it a bean. In the recent productions that Dame Dash has made, none of them has been like a Power. none of them has even been like a BMF. Now, I'll keep it a B. Even though BMF kind of fell off after that second or third season, that's still, Dame don't got nothing that I even seen recently. Because look, State Property 1, State Property 2, Paid in Full, those is classics. Like, I don't care what no one says. Recently, where is Dame's culturally defining movies at? It don't matter if they gave 50, put his own money up. Listen, he's a part of something that is a culturally defining show. There's no way around that. Now, SuperTube, y'all let me know if I'm wilding. Y'all let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think is going on with Dame Dash? Because Charlemagne saying, hey, I think you're broke. And Dame is like, well, I think you're gay. I'm really surprised that they actually sat through that. That was maturity on both of their parts. It looked like Envy and Dame, they could work out what they got going on. But with Dame and Charlemagne, a bit of it seems a bit theatrical. But at the same time, they're more so like, hey, yo, that you was talking when you came up here 10 years ago. What's up with that rhetoric now? Yo, Charlemagne said, yo, my teeth look healthier than yours. That shit is crazy. Yo, Charlemagne, can you let me know what the fuck is a quarter spoon, sir? All right? Yo, SuperTube, make sure y'all holla. Yeah.
What?